Sati is, you see, when women, when their husband dies, they jump into the funeral pyre and they kill themselves. And in the Hindu scriptures, it is that if they do that, they'll go to heaven. There's another thing called Johar. Johar is mass suicide. Like when men were away, you know, they were fighting wars and everything, and the women were not sure whether their husbands will come back winning the war, or they may not even come back, and they may lose their husbands. What they would do, they would, you know, maybe 50s and 50s or in hundreds, they would immolate themselves, set themselves on fire, and they would kill themselves. That was the time. So today, women are in India, they are up the ladder and down nowhere. There's a big gap. I mean, we have, I'm proud to say we have a president of India as a woman. And we still have illiterate women in India. I mean, who are really, who have poor health, no education, who don't know anything about how to deal with day-to-day activities, or, you know, how to raise children, maybe like that. So there's a wide, wide gap, I would say. So historically, there have been a couple of ladies, like there was one Jhansi Ki Rani, who was on the horse with a baby on the back. It's a famous story, and she won many wars. She fought on the horse with her son at the back, holding his mom, and she won many battles fighting with sword. And there was another Maharani Jinda, Maharaja Ranjit Singh's wife. She was a great contributor in this way. And then, of course, like I read in, you know, even in USA, you have the gender divide. Melville Dewey, librarians, any librarians would be knowing here. When Melville Dewey started his education, you know, his library science course, women were not allowed. Correct me if I'm wrong. Women were not allowed to join the classes. And especially if there was any pregnant woman, she was a big no-no. I mean, she had to wear a loose cloth or something like that. So, I mean, what I'm trying to say, or make a point here, is that a gender divide has been there in our society, whether it is India or America or Iran or wherever. But some countries have dealt with it very nicely in a very proper manner. Others are still struggling with it. Like, I was watching a program on Iran, it was Iran, yes, Iran or Iraq, you see. There was a student, a medical student, who was talking about her childhood days, and she said every time she went to school, like she was forbidden to go to school, education was not meant for her, but you know how she went to school, she would change her route every day so that no one could follow her, and no one would know, a man would not know that she was going to the school. So that's how, like, you know, secretly she would go to the school. But again, in India, women got the voting right in 1925 before the American women got. That is empowerment, I guess, I would say.